Good afternoon, guys. So I wanted to show you quickly, we figured out maybe a game changer for you way to have two separate enclosures using the Premier One electric netting on one charger. Okay, so what we did is we set up this enclosure and then we set up this enclosure. This has our ram and his breeding partner and two younger goats that are not able to be bred yet. And then over here we have our goat who is in milk, and we're trying to breed her again with our male Nigerian dwarf. So we're keeping them separate. So what we did, as you can see, we left a little bit of space, a couple inches, maybe 4 to 6 inches between each paddock so they do not touch. So you do not want them touching at all, but you want them close. If you can see here, we have them close but not touching. We use the string that comes on the fence originally, tied each individual fence together, and then tied them together itself. So you have each individual fence tied together to keep these posts together so your animals are not getting out. And then we tied both fences together, still keeping that gap. So then we have our corner posts that we bought extra, did not come with our fence, to push out the corners, and then right here to actually push it out so that it was kind of slouched, touching the other fence, laying over another fence. So two separate fencing because we don't have any permanent fence besides our paddock up top. And right now we're letting that rest, and we just reseeded it. So, okay, you have your two fencing set up. You're gonna make sure that everything's weed eated and the grass is short where the fence is touching the ground. If you need to, you can take some big 6-inch old nails, and we pull the fence down. We'll hammer it at an angle to hold the fence down so there's no gaps underneath so nobody's getting out, because you have two males up against each other. This guy has a little girl in here that he could breed with, so we don't want that to happen because she's too little right now. So we have to make sure the fencing is secure. So then you're going to put your charger in the ground, turn it on, make sure everything's connected and working well, check your connections, put it at the correct angle. Again, this is the Premier One fencing. We do love it. We have some issues in the wintertime with, less sun and stuff like that, but we make it work the best we can. We don't actually use it all winter. We put them in the permanent paddock once that's grown up and rested for at least 60 days. So then you're going to make sure your fence is off, and this is our ground rod, and it's just a piece of metal. The end of it's kind of sharpened. We put our black clip on the ground rod, and your orange clip is going to go on both fences. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, so in order for the fence to be connected, you're going to make sure your fence is turned off so you don't get shocked. And we've overlapped them, kind of like an X, like this. And then you're going to clip them together, like this. So you have good connection. Again, the fence, if you can see, there's a good gap between all of it as it goes up. And then you'll turn it on. Back button, make sure it's green or flashing green. You can hear it clicking as well. Let's get the angle of our sun adjusted. Show you how to do that. So it has little measurements right here, little notches for different degrees: 36, 43, 50, and 60. Sweet back, sweet.
Mom, is this okay?
Yes, baby. Okay, so we got that on 36 right now. Make sure your solar panel is clear and doesn't have any grass. That affects it. It's turned on. You can use the little fence charger that it comes with, or I just use my fingers, and if it shocks me, then we're good, right? Okay guys, you're going to use your Premier One wireless tester to test your fence. Make sure you have a good battery in this. So we're going to check and make sure that both fences work, okay? So press the little button and it's lighting up green, if you can see. It means it's okay, it is working. Let's go over here and check this one. So right now it's red, we're not on anything. Now we're going to check this one and it's green. So how we rotate our animals, these two are very easy to move. They will stay within the general area and they won't wander too far while we set up the other fence. So we pick up this fence, we move it to the next location. They have to be side by side or in front of each other, as long as the chargers posts, these can touch each other at the same exact spot. So we take up their fence, move it. Then the animals that are harder to move, that will wander off, we put them in that fence. Then the fence that they were in, we then move that, pick it up beside each other, then hook them both up, check the connections, check the fence bottom, make sure everything's weed eated good, like I said in the beginning of the video, set up corner posts, and move shelters to each area, then tie the post, hook the charger up, and then check our connection. So that's how we do it. 2 fence, 1 charger. It works for us. I hope it works for you. Could be a game changer for your farm. We have a small farm and we're doing the best that we can. So let me know if it works for you. Subscribe, and I hope to get some more videos out for you guys soon. Thanks.